For someone not deep in telecom, you have all these four-letter words, VoIP and UCaaS, and a lot of different words. I just want you. Can you tell the audience whenever they hear VoIP and UCaaS, and just what's the key difference between the two?
Yeah, so the key difference, VoIP is voice over IP, so voice over internet protocol. And really that comes down to having your physical phone going over the internet. Instead of the old copper wires, the plain old telephone lines, it's going over the internet. Where UCaaS has VoIP in it, but it includes so much more. So it's unified communication as a service. So you have the voice over IP phone, but you also have texting. You've got the ability to do faxing, shared inbox. All of these features come together to encompass the unified communication space.
So you're mentioning the unified communication space with all. Do you ever feel like there's going to be a time where we're not going to see a world with a desk phone and where everything just happens in the app?
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those things that is a little generational. People that grew up with a physical phone, they still like to be able to hold it up to their head. But people like our age, people that are in Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they basically are born with an iPhone in their hand or an Android in their hand. So I think as the current generation ages out and the younger folks start aging in, there's really not going to be a need for a desk phone. People tend to work better on the mobile app and the desktop app. And I think eventually it's just going to start phasing out.
Yeah, that brings to mind over complicating the experience. And I feel like that there's a lot of other phone providers out there that, man, there's just a lot going on. And how do you decide when you're talking to somebody which new technologies to adopt versus ones that just might overcomplicate things?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it brings up a few thoughts. I think people will look at our texting feature, for example, and they'll say it looks just like the iPhone, it looks just like the Android. You're right, it does, because that is the easiest way to design a texting app that works and that people can use. So why are we going to reinvent the wheel and try to make something crazy and complex when it really doesn't need to be? So that's one piece. I think the second branch of that, it's like looking into AI, right? Everybody's doing AI. I talk to so many customers that say, what are you guys doing with AI? And the first thing I ask is, what do you need AI for? And 9 times out of 10, I don't know. It's just everybody's talking about it. What are you doing? It's certainly on our roadmap. We're looking into call transcription, live call transcriptions through AI. There's a lot of cool features that we're doing there. But a lot of the hype around AI is still coming to fruition. We don't really know where it's going to land. So I don't think that it's a smart business strategy to jump headfirst into the AI waters without letting it settle a little bit.